Hey there, YouTube. I figured it was about time to show y'all the RC4wd Cruiser on the Gelande II chassis. This one is not complete. I've finished the body to a point, and it is a roller. It has no running gear electronics. Just a rolling frame with a finished body. And I've been on the fence with this one. I've been practicing my weathering, my rusting, and all those effects on my Hilux bodies. I don't feel I'm ready to do this one yet. This truck is a little more special. I mean, I got a bunch of Hilux pickups. They're a dime a dozen as far as RCs go, but this one is a similar replica to one that we had when I was a kid. For whatever reason, my parents thought this would be a good only car. I remember riding in the sideways jump seat in the back, my car seat bungee corded to the roll bar. That's pretty neat when you're a little kid. That one was baby blue with the white top, and they had it redone, had the roof cut off, had it painted like a charcoal gray. All the old pictures I could find, it was baby blue. And I didn't want to go too light on the blue like I did on my Bruiser-Ruptor truck. This one came out a little more turquoise than I was hoping, but the body just looks awesome. This thing is, it's a real nice body. We've been needing something like this on the market for a while. Start by saying some of the things I've done to this one. Chassis is built all stock. I've played with the suspension heights, the coilovers, cranking them up and down with different weights, the top on, the top off. I did add a spare tire mount for the rear, because the one we had growing up had a spare tire on the back. That's just the stock RC4wd dirt grabber with a, I think I got, these are just knockoff Land Cruiser wheels, non-beadlock. I think I got those on eBay, like 4 of them for like $6 shipped from China. Took a month and a half to get here, but it works for a spare. I have upgraded it with emblems. Here on this back end, I've got the 4-wheel drive Toyota logos, like the originals. We've got Land Cruiser on the fenders, Toyota grill emblem. The set I bought did come with a diesel grill emblem, but I mean, here in the United States we never had a diesel model, so I left that one off. So I was trying to do a replica of the one I grew up with. I really hate those 1.9 RC4wd beadlock wheels. I just don't like them. They're hard to get the seat right. I end up stripping out bolts or snapping some of the bolts. So on this one I thought I'd give them a shot. The bare metal, satin metal look. These are the G-Made 1.9 stock steel wheels. They are 6-lug. I bought some and they were plastic. I got the wrong ones. The plastic ones are way too thick. They don't look that scale once you seat your tire to it. So I ordered some metal ones. I didn't realize they were 6-lug. Not a big deal. I mean, it's not a perfect scale, but I can't remember where I got these hubs. These are billet aluminum that look like the Warren style locking hubs, but they were a good deal. I think I got a set of 4 of those with a tool to take it off. It was like $15. I can't remember the website. If anybody knows that, post it down there in the comments. And on the rear, I've just got the G-Made or Junfac or whatever they go by now. Just the plain Jane center caps. I don't have any lights in this one, of course. I'm not a big light person. The tires, I went with the RC4wd Challengers 1.9. They are so soft. They're going to be great to drive on. They're horrible to have in here on display because I have to keep it up on scale jack stands or they'll just get flat spotted. these are super soft tires, really sticky. I mean, I had to cut them out of the package. They were stuck to the plastic so much. They're just really tacky. They're going to be horrible to keep clean, but they're going to drive and perform, I think, very well. And this is one thing that bugs me about this is it is a 4-link front, or 4-link rear, 3-link front, and you know, original Land Cruisers are all leaf sprung. But I just have to live with that for now. I don't want to make it. I could. I don't want to, because this chassis really performs pretty well the way it is. Good amount of flex. You get a lot of these heavy bodies. You get a lot of top movement. Though they look top heavy, it looks like a real thing. When you're out crawling, that body's rocking back and forth. It just looks more scale. That I like. The kit does come with tow hooks. They call them jammer tow hooks, and a different bumper from the D90s. A lot more scale. I don't know. I've got a winch I could put on there. I'm going for more of the stock look right now. I would like to do another one and just make it just a ratted out rock crawler, just a hollow shell with tube everything. But right now the budget won't allow another one. I've got enough toys right now at the moment, so I'm going to get this one up and running. I do have a servo to put in it and another receiver, but I do not have an ESC or a motor for it yet, and it wouldn't hurt to grab another battery. I got to sell some stuff first. I ain't had much luck with that lately. So this color is, I'll show you the can here, stuff I found at Walmart. It's Rust-Oleum American Accent Satin Lagoon finish. It's kind of a turquoise green blue color. This stuff sprays excellent. It's that ultra coverage, supposed to be equal to 2 cans, yada yada yada. It actually does pretty good. I primed this. I used the Tamiya just standard gray primer because I know I can trust the Tamiya paint to spray the way I need it to, and I'm not big on body work. I like the paint, but I don't like to do a little bitty finish sanding. I end up messing stuff up. So I just used a whole can of Tamiya primer, primed it inside and out, and sprayed it down with this mess. And I ended up not even using a whole can on this. That stuff sprays so thick. Now I did the inside and out. And the roof is, what is that? That is a Tamiya color. That was a, where it is. That is the Tamiya Racing White. Kind of a cream, not quite pure white color. Because I built this with the intention of weathering it, and making it rusty, and so I didn't want a perfectly stark white roof. So I went with that. It looks good either way. If I can bring myself to rust it up. Let's see. The blinker lights housings I did in black. I didn't never see any pictures online of real ones that had chrome. So I did those black. And those, it's a good idea the way those are, so you can actually put an LED in them. But good lord, that's just, I don't like that design. With the hollow screw that goes in, it's very coarse thread, and if you cross thread it, you end up cracking your whole fender. I didn't do that, luckily, but it could easily be done. The grill, just painted that. I don't even think I used the right kind of paint. I think I used the Lexan paint for that just because that's all I had at the time. That was before I decided on the color. I went ahead and painted the grill. But it hadn't come off yet. It's a nice satin matte finish. Matches the emblem pretty well. I left the inside of the headlight buckets, and this whole piece is chrome. So I can't remember what it was. I've got 2 little rubber caps. One of them was a oil cap off of axial shock weight. Fits perfectly in the headlight. The other one, here it is. I think it is off of a Dremel. Oh, can't even see that down there. It's like a lid for a Dremel polishing compound or something. Fits perfect in the headlight. So I took that cap off, just set them in those openings for the headlights and painted the grill. That way my actual inside part of the headlight stays chrome. I just never had that kind of luck finding two things the same diameter to use for something like that. That was pretty lucky. That'd be a little quick tip for you if you're starting on one of these kits here. Now, one other mod I did do, I was talking to some other people who'd built it, and the windows are really thick. This window piece that goes through the roof is horrible, and it is supposed to come over both of these windows here. And most everybody I talk to has cut them off, because without cutting it, your door sticks out at the top. It pulls that edge out. It just won't seat right with the roof on. But you want an open window at least, because the interior on this thing is amazing. For a stock kit, it's pretty nice. Lots of updates over other RC4wd drive kits. I mean, it even comes with the reflective decal for the mirrors. That's nice. I've got all these Hiluxes with black mirrors. But one thing I didn't put the roof on. The roof sets on there. It's got little tabs that lock in a little bit. It's got so much paint on it, with the primer and the thick base coats, that it sets on there pretty well. But can easily just be popped off. That's part of what I like. You can see I did inside and out, painted it the body color. I was so little to remember what the inside of the other one looked like other than the sideways seats. But I figured the body color would work well because, you know, the floorboards and the door panels and stuff were. And this interior, this was a lot of work. I don't have the steadiest of hand, and doing those knobs and buttons on the dash wasn't terribly difficult. They're all, you know, it's texture. They stick off. It wasn't overly complicated. I don't know if you can see the door panels have silver for the latches and cover panels. All of the interior pieces, roll bar, seats, are black to start with. I went ahead and hit them with a flat black just to add another layer of depth to it, because nobody has a glossy black roll bar. It just seemed weird. Got a little metal shovel. I bought that a long time ago. It was way too big for the Hilux trucks, but it fits this pretty well because this is a bigger scale. This is closer to 1/8, I believe. Big mod that I did. I forgot to mention the emblems I got on eBay. There's a couple people that sell them on there. These are made for this body, not the Tamiya Lexan body. These are bigger. They fit the scale perfectly, as well as the I think it's a robot driving instructor on eBay has Lexan sheets. It has seat backs that have dimples in it like metal, like the floor. I opted not to use those. It's just more work than I was wanting to put in. But the floorboard I did use, because the kit has an opening here in the center for your electronics to stick up through the chassis, and it has a little box, looked like a crate in the back. It is a very overthought add-on. It wasn't necessary. So this, you don't have to cut anything. This just glues in. It looks like a truck bed kind of floor, just an old metal floor. And I put that down before I painted the interior, so it all seams together pretty nice. Really impressed with the interior detail. I mean, pedals, it's hard to get down in there. You've got park and brake, shift lever, four-wheel drive shift lever. There was some issues with the steering the steering column. It is not a very secure design whatsoever. So that took you basically had to stop everything while that dried, because that was just such a flimsy design. But otherwise, that is a really nice interior set. Let's see. The body goes on like the D90s and my D110. Got 4 screws. And those are 5/64. I'll go ahead and pop it off. Not much different to see on the chassis. The body mounts and the bumpers are really the only thing that sets it apart from the D90. But to me, that body's worth it. Even if it is a little bit different scale than everything else. I mean, this makes a Hilux look like a clown car. It's just so much bigger. Alright. Oop, I just broke the seat. Body comes out. I'll show you the bottom side here. Painted everything on the bottom side of the interior flat black. Complete underside of the body is painted color matched. The lagoon green, turquoise, blue color. Open grille. Nice touch. Set that aside. That over. Yeah, not much different here. Body mounts, bumpers. It's your basic Gelande chassis. 3-link front, dual stage coilover front and rear, 4-link back, standard transfer case, single speed. I do have another servo. It's just the standard RC4wd Twister off-brand servo that I'm going to put on here. Same one that I have on the D110, and it's not bad. It doesn't have. It's better than just a servo that would come with your receiver and your controller. It is metal geared. It's a little bit more solid. It doesn't have quite the torque of like the one I have in the green Hilux back there. It's a Savox waterproof monster. It was like $60. Those are only like $15, so you get what you pay for. It's good enough. I don't do any competitions or anything. I just mess around, make videos. Hopefully I'll make one of this one day if I ever finish it. This does have the Yoda 2 axles, which I talked about in my D110 video. They are way nicer. Mine's already scratched, I haven't even driven it yet. They are way nicer than the Yoda 1 axles. Much narrower, much more scale. The diff cover comes off, and you can put their ARB diff cover on. The rear seems really stiff without the weight of that body on there. That thing is heavy. It's got so many layers. These body mounts are kind of a weird design. Your screws go on the side, but the piece that they screw into comes off with body clips. I don't see the purpose of that other than I don't see anything purpose about that. Standard transfer case mount with the 4-link. Really solid chassis. That was nice to build. I haven't gone into it. I took one of the axles apart and looked. They do come pre-greased. At least mine did. Not with any of the marine grease or any of the crazy stuff that everybody's into doing. I don't ever plan on submerging any of my trucks, so I don't feel that I need marine grease. I really don't drive a whole lot. I did buy some of this stuff. It was on sale. It's just super white lithium grease. I will put some of this in stuff as I rebuild it over time. That was pretty inexpensive at the local auto parts store. It was like $5. And for RC, that tube would last quite a long time. But for now, this is where I'm at. Hadn't been able to go any further with the getting it ready to run because I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the body. I can't decide if I want to age it. I want to leave it restored kind of looking, or I want to just rat it out rusty and tie ropes around the roll bars and rust the wheels. So anybody got any ideas? I know you see a lot of these weathered and aged and they look pretty dang cool.